Hi Taurus, today we're going to look at July 10th, 2025, and that's the full moon in Capricorn. We'll look at Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising with specific messages for each. We'll look at numerology and astrology and the tarot cards, and we'll end the reading with advice for your sign. And in the description box below, I have links for meditations for each of these tarot cards that I drew for you today. And if you feel seen today, subscribe and stay tuned for your next reading. Tell me what messages hit home today, and let's talk about it in the comments. I read all the comments, and I will reply to each and every one. So, let's start with numerology. And the number for that day is 8. And the number 8 represents ambition and power and manifestation and karmic reward. So for Taurus, this number is like a green light from the universe to take charge of your material world, be it career or your savings or your lifestyle. So you may feel pulled towards financial decisions such as investing, negotiating a raise, or restructuring your budget for bigger goals. It's a great day to sit down and ask, is my energy going into things that build long-term value? So let's look at astrology. And the full moon in Capricorn activates Taurus's 9th house of higher learning, beliefs, and long-distance travel and vision. You're being called to zoom out and reassess your philosophy, your purpose, and growth trajectory. We're going to start with the sun because the sun, come here, the sun is in Cancer, so that's your 3rd house. And that's going to talk about mindset and communication and siblings. The opposition between Capricorn and Cancer challenges you to balance everyday thinking with big picture vision. So you may receive news or insight that shifts your worldview, like a conversation or a book or a podcast that completely reframes your goals. Now here's the moon, the full moon in Capricorn, your 9th house. That's expansion and wisdom and philosophy. Your soul is hungry for meaning. You might crave more depth, structure, or spiritual significance in your path forward. So you could be drawn to sign up for a course, explore a new belief system, or commit to a travel plan that opens your heart and mind. Mercury is in Leo. That's your 4th house. That's going to talk about home and emotional expression and roots. Emotional communication may take center stage, especially with family or long-standing connections. So you might feel compelled to speak your truth to a parent or resolve a long-held family misunderstanding. Venus is also in your 4th house. And Venus is going to talk about comfort and security and home aesthetics. So beautifying your environment or creating emotional warmth at home feels extra important. So you might finally start that home renovation project or host a cozy gathering filled with love and food. Mars is in Gemini, your 2nd house. That's going to talk about money and self-worth and values. You're putting energy into your resources and confidence. It's a good day to take practical action towards financial stability or to reassert your value. So you could stand up for your worth in a salary negotiation or finally launch that side hustle you've been thinking about for months. So let's talk about the tarot cards. So the first one that came out was the King of Sticks, which is the King of Wands, but it came out reversed. So reversed, that's going to talk about impulsiveness and ego and unstable leadership. The reverse king warns of misdirected energy or overconfidence, leading you astray. You might be chasing a new vision without a solid plan, or letting your ego block true leadership. So you might insist on launching a creative project alone, ignoring helpful advice. Or you may feel insecure about stepping into a leadership role, overcompensating by being controlling. So here's your advice. Take a breath before you act. Check whether your decisions are aligned with your higher purpose or just reacting from pride. True leadership comes from wisdom, not bravado. Then, the Four of Pentacles came out. The Four of Stones. Same. That talks about control and holding on and financial boundaries. So this card speaks of tight grip energy, whether on money or emotions or control. So you may be feeling guarded, especially about your resources or a sense of safety. So you might hesitate to invest in something, even if it's a good opportunity, or feel stingy with your time, unwilling to trust others with your heart or your plans. So here's the advice. Ask yourself, what are you afraid to lose? This card asks you to evaluate whether you're protecting yourself or just living in fear. Balance is key, so guard your energy, but don't block abundance. And then we have the third card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune talks about destiny and cycles and divine timing. The universe spins its wheel. This card brings change and fate and divine redirection. It may feel random, but it's all part of a higher orchestration. So you might suddenly meet someone who opens a new career door, or a delayed project suddenly resumes momentum. What feels like coincidence is actually synchronicity. So here's your advice. Stay open to what the universe is shifting. Not everything is in your control, and that is okay. Trust the timing and ride the wave. All good things. So let's talk about how this day affects Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So Taurus Sun. You're reevaluating your sense of purpose and long-term direction. There's an itch to evolve beyond what's familiar. Don't resist the signs. Your future is calling. So you might feel drawn to study something new or break free from a routine that no longer inspires you. A sense of restlessness means your soul is craving growth. Taurus Moon. Your emotional world may feel a bit heavy or serious today, but this is a good energy for grounding your dreams into something real. You're looking for truth that feels safe. So you might spend time journaling about your emotional boundaries or deciding which beliefs you've outgrown, especially around money and family. Taurus Rising. You're projecting an energy of quiet power. Others may look to you for stability, even while you're undergoing deep internal change. So you may be asked to lead a team or mediate a family situation, even if you're not sure you're ready. Your grounded energy is exactly what people need. So here's the summary. What this day means to you, Taurus. The full moon in Capricorn asks you to step back and see the big picture. Are you gripping too tightly to comfort zones or outdated identities? The cosmos is offering clarity through contrast. So the King of Wands reverse warns of impulsive or ego-led decisions. The Four of Pentacles highlights control, boundaries, and resource management. And the Wheel of Fortune opens the door to divine redirection. Change is coming, whether you're ready or not. Here's the real life takeaway. Let go of needing to control the narrative. Evaluate where you're playing small out of fear, and destiny is knocking. Be brave enough to answer. Here's the advice for Taurus on this day. Don't let fear or pride block your evolution. The wheel is turning in your favor, but you must loosen your grip and trust the unfolding. Courage, darling. You were made for this shift. Thank you, Taurus. Can't wait to see you in the comments, and I hope to see you in another reading. And karmic reward. Did I say reward? So for Taurus, as investing and negotiating, don't resist the signs.